Habs lose 7-2? Yeah, 7 I think it was. And my consolation cat does not want to console me enough because he doesn't think I need consoling after that loss. And honestly, I'm not too frustrated with that loss. Yes, it was bad. Yes, it was a lot of mistakes. But context, right? Third game in 4 days. Playing against the best team in the league. In a back-to-back. Sure, they were in a back-to-back too with travel and whatnot. But we had less than 24 hours between games. It was an afternoon game where the Habs don't usually play a lot of those. So they have a lot of excuses to, blame on those defense breakdowns, which there were many. There were a lot of defensive breakdowns, and you, of course, don't want to see that. You, of course, don't want to see what bad plays could plague us in the next games, right? But given how we played against the Mammoth and how we played against the Golden Knights, I am not too worried. This is probably a write-off game, we did not play defensively as we normally play, right? So I think our defense was a lot worse, which just was really bad in this case. And every chance the Avs had, they were converting. They were capitalizing on our mistakes, right? So that's my overall thoughts on the game. With now that being said, I don't think Dobish had a bad game per se. Yes, he got scored on 7 times. And I think his save percentage was below 80% or something like that, or barely 80, which is obviously not great on the numbers. But a lot of those goals, maybe the first one, you want it back. Maybe I don't know. I even forget what all of them are because there's so many. But every time I watch one of the goals, I was like, yeah, I don't know what you want Dobish to do that one. Obviously, the second goal, though, was goaltending interference. We spin the wheel. We don't get any luck. I think that was clear contact, but sure, you can start arguing he was trying to stop before. I think he was stopping on the blue, in the blue anyways, and Anderson didn't have a lot he could have done there, so I don't know how I would have called that one if I was the referee. So obviously that second goal also not on Dobish, and then a lot of them were just 2-on-1s or total defensive breakdowns. I don't think Dobish had a bad game. I think Slav had a really good game overall. Obviously a couple mistakes here and there, but a really nice play to set up the Demidov goal. Beautiful spin-orama pass after, and Demidov with a nice shot and nice awareness to give the pass and then go around to the other side of the net to be a potential for a pass, right? So beautiful goal. Beautiful to see Lane Hudson rip one on the power play. If he starts getting if he starts becoming a shooting threat, it's just gonna make our power play much more dangerous, right? Because nobody takes Hudson's one-timers or shooting threats, they don't take them seriously. If Hudson has the puck, the other team usually does not prepare for Hudson to shoot. They just see okay, what's he doing? They put a little bit of pressure on him, but mostly they just cover a pass because he's a really good passer, right? But if he starts becoming a threat to shoot, teams are gonna have to start paying more attention to that, and which is just gonna open more lines for everybody else. So great that he gets a goal like that. It extends his point streak. It extends Caulfield's and Suzuki's point streak too. So I was pretty happy to see that in a game that was already lost by then. I think we were 6-1 down or something like that. So we were probably not coming back against the best team in the league, just like that. So I was happy just to see them getting their point streak extended. Little wins, right? But what other little wins did I see? Not great games Anderson and Evans. I think they struggle, and I think Texia, because I don't know if it was because he was in the lineup, he was struggling too, but like, yeah, he didn't shine too much. At least he wasn't taking penalties, but like, I don't know, Evans with a ghost call, he's out of the the penalty kill, and of course he gets scored on that that Avs power play. So he's very, very important for a PK. He cannot be in the box. Him and Matheson, I think, are the two that are like the most important. Like anytime one of those two takes a penalty, I'm like, it's gonna be a tough penalty kill, right? Yeah, I don't know. Not a lot more you can say in such a loss, just 4 out of 6 points on the road trip. It's pretty good. And we needed a couple wins, and we got a couple wins. We needed some confidence building, and we got some confidence. Hopefully this last game against the Avs doesn't totally shatter that confidence. It was 3 games in 4 days. Now you go back, you don't play until Tuesday, so you got a couple days off, so hopefully they rebuild some of that, they regain some of that energy and bring it all for the Senators game. Yeah. What else did I see in the game? Like I said, the first power play, actually I missed the first 10 minutes of the first period because like issues with TV and whatnot, but I saw the replay after for power play, and I also saw how many shots we had. Like, we were the dominant team in the first period, at least at the beginning of the first period. So maybe that game would have been totally or very different on that second goal. Like, if that second goal gets called back, maybe we could have seen a totally different game. Who knows? Like, maybe we're taking a lot more chances, high risk chances that ended up in the back of our net that we don't take if it's just 1 goal behind, right? But like, being down 2 after the first, you kind of need to start taking some chances, and like, they didn't go our way, and the Avs capitalized on the other way. Like, it was Dobson going in once or twice, it was Matheson going in once or twice, and then Rush on the other to the other end. Not a lot more, honestly. So I'll just leave it there. Very short video. Not a lot of thoughts on that one. Just forget about it and go next, right? So hopefully we have a good, entertaining game against the Senators. There's been a big rivalry there building. And even though a lot of fans hate to admit, like they're a fun team to play against because of that rivalry that has been building. So yeah, hopefully we bring our A game, and yeah, we beat the Senators. So I'll see you after the Senators game. There you go. Go Habs, go.